So these are the iLoud Micro Monitor Pro White speakers. These are sent out for review. We'll take a look at what comes in the box and we'll see if we could hear what they sound like, see what kind of controls we have, and what's on the back of these. You get two speakers if you get the dual combo. I've just got this one just to show you so you can see it says iLoud here. Now this is a white edition. They have a black version as well. This is the front of the speaker. This is the back. Here you have a volume control, you have a XLR input or RCA input, you have your power cable input, you have a power button, a USB-C input, and then you have these different modes. So you got a calibration mode, you have a HF trim, LF trim, and then the LF EXT. On the bottom here, you have a mounting option, and you also have this little kind of kickstand so you could adjust how the mic sits here. So if you want them like angled up, you just have a little kickstand out. If you want them like more flat, just fold that down. And then you can mount it to a stand if you would like. You also get this arc measurement calibration tool. Now there is no XLR cable, so you keep that in mind. But I'll unbox the other one and we'll set them up, we'll test them out, and I'll give you my opinions on them. I do like the small form factor of these. Got both of them out of the box here. So as you can see, I currently have some Personas speakers, but if you look at these here, you can see how small they are compared to those. One other thing to note is they do not come with XLR cables or RSA cables. I'm going to use XLR. That's what I currently have set up. So just to give you a perspective, you can see how much smaller these are in comparison to those. So on the back here, you can see I've got the power cable plugged in. Also put the XLR cable in. I'll probably plug in the USB-C as well so that we could use the software that this has. So I have these powered on. I just put the volume at halfway and you can see the blue lights are on. And then on the front here, the light is on as well. So what I'll do is play something here in Logic that I created. Maybe you can get an idea of how it sounds. The sound definitely sounds like it's coming from the center, but it's just the way the speakers are. So what we'll do now is calibrate it using this tool here, and we'll see how they sound after the fact. So you'll need to download the X Monitor application. You'll have to register your speakers, and then you could use this ARC here. This is a microphone. What I'm going to do is plug this into the speaker, and then I'm going to run this USB-C cable into my computer, and the software will kind of adjust the speaker based off of what this picks up through the XLR cable. I'll give you an example of how they sound before I use the X Monitor system. I'm recording this straight from a DJI Osmo Pocket 3, and I'll just give you an example here. Okay, so that's the perspective. And just out of the box, they sound really good. To be so small, they really put out sound. It's kind of wild how good they sound straight out of the box. Install this here. It's just gonna go on top of this mic stand that I have. So I've got this arc set up here, and I'm going to plug in the XLR cable to the back of here. And on the speaker, I'm going to plug that USB-C cable into my laptop here. So I've got this XLR cable plugged into the mic, and this mic is running to that speaker. And then I've got a USB-C running into the MacBook. So it says device detected, as you can see there. I'm going to select connect to right. Okay, so once it does like a really loud noise. So as you can see on the screen, it did number 1, so I'm going to move it to the second position, and we'll see what it does. Got the second one done. We'll do the third and fourth one. So we'll do the final point here. Okay, calibration's done, so we'll take a look at this second one. You can see they're very similar. This is the before on the left speaker, and then when I hit this one, this is after. You can see how much more closer it is. So we'll take a listen again. I'll try to play the same song. When you set up the art mic, you can go as precise as you want. So if you want to get it real fine tuned, you may want to put tape on the floor. So overall, I think these are great speakers. They sound really good, especially if you create music. I really like how small and compact they are, and I love how good they sound, especially the low end. You would think them being a smaller size speaker, they wouldn't have as much punch, but they definitely have some punch to them, as you could hear in the video, like the small form factor. And I think they'll be great for traveling, especially, but also they look great on the desk as well.